still going up. And there's a little Golden Gate National Recreation area. And then Erica Road. I went to school with her.
She a redhead?
She wasn't. She had very dark, flowing hair.
Latino?
No. I don't think I ever spoke to her, because that's how it works when you're a kid at school. Is that the one person that you want to speak to, you never ever do, because you just haven't got the guts.
I would never have known about that, because when you go to an all-girls school, it's not really.
Were you not propositioned? You can do that now. It's an option. It's an option now.
I know.
Yeah, yes, I was fairly short at 13. And I've never been particularly tall. I've never been 11 foot for like a year. You know, 5'11" would have been wonderful for even just 1 year, but it never happened. And I was always just a bit short. I never had those catwalk legs that
didn't have catwalk legs,
you always
no.
want.
No, well,
everybody
me
wants.
neither, actually, sadly.
You know, when you wear catwalk, they wear like bird cages and things, and that's how does that become high street?
It doesn't. It's never high street.
Yeah, but they wear like these weird and wonderful things, and then they say, oh, some of it, you know, it kind of filters down into the high street. But some of the stuff that you see them wearing is completely ludicrous.
Yes, it is.
Still got a wiggle on.
Still got a wiggle on.
Oh, whoa. Oh, that was very close to that edge bit. God, it's a good job I'm on blood pressure tablets.
Well, I feel like that when you're driving too.
Yes, but probably for different reasons.
It's different reasons.
It's just, not necessarily any wiggly around.
You do this thing. And don't get me wrong, you're really good. But
there's a but. What's the but?
Yeah, no, because your method of driving is just different to mine. And so you drive, you'll continue accelerating, or it feels as if you're continuing to accelerate, even when I can see that there are stop lights ahead. And in my head, I'm going,
Stop.
And you're still going, you still got your foot on the accelerator.
I know, because it's another mile.
It's not a mile. And then what happens is that you have to brake hard in order to stop in time. And I'm thinking, okay, I get that that's your style of driving, but I find it, because you're still accelerating, I'm thinking, has he seen?
No, but okay, but I know that it has brakes, and they're pretty good, and I'm well aware of the fact that I've got to stop at some point, but I don't have to slam the brakes on like 200 yards before we get.
You slam the brakes on. That's the difference.
I'm a man, you know what I mean? I'm butch. I'm a butch driver.
You accelerate and then you slam.
Yorkies.
And then you accelerate and then you slam.
I don't eat Yorkies because I'm not allowed to eat Yorkies. But stay on your own side, bloody Tesla drivers. I have absolutely no idea how far we are from San Francisco. Oh, that's quite fun. But this is the overlook. There you go. Read it quickly as it goes by. Let's have a look. It's a bit windy up here. It's kind of cool. We are heading that way to Bolinas, I think you say it. And it takes about half an hour from here, I think. So let's go and have a look. Oh, think Bex has made a run for it. Oh no, there she is. Nice bit of coastal driving.
Yeah.
If you stay on the smooth bit,
I'm trying to.
then we'll be alright. Slide ranch, did you see that? Is that because there's a ranch and now it's at the bottom of the hill?
Slide
there
ranch,
it goes,
yeah,
there
look,
it is.
it's down there.
It's down there now. It was up there, it's down
now
there.
it's down there.
Oh, a Rivian.
Rivian.
There's loads of Rivians. They've got
them.
tons of electric vehicles out here.
Yeah, they have.
The expensive ones.
Yes, people certainly seem to have money.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is amazing. I'm going to have to turn this a bit. That's lovely. So what's that? It says 12 minutes to Bullinus. Fort Bragg. No, it's not. That's not the actual Fort Bragg. That's a Fort Bragg.
This is cool. What's this? Remnants of
Olima
something.
Bullinus. Oh, say, oh, that's a boat, isn't it? Wow, that is very calm. Look how calm that water is. Oh, that's what boats are for. Look at that. That's lovely.
This is beautiful.
It's a bit like a road trip.
This is fantastic. We need to find some music.
Oh yeah, we do.
This is gorgeous. Look at this. Wow.
Can you imagine? I'm not sure I could have driven one of those big camper things that we've just passed.
We could not.
I
I don't think we could. Can you imagine trying to get that through the mountains? That would have been horrendous.
Well, that one just back there is obviously doing it.
Well, yes, exactly. But I don't.
I mean, there's not exactly a lot of traffic.
No, but it would have been pretty hairy, I think.
It'd have been a pain trying to get round San Francisco for the last
You
few
can't take them
days.
in, apparently.
Right.
I don't think you can take them in.
Right.
I think it's like because there is absolutely nowhere to park them.
No, of course not. This is amazing out here. Well, we made it to the lighthouse, or visitor centre at least, at Port Reyes. But as you can see, there's a bit of a storm going on. Thankfully only for today. I think this visitor centre is about as close as we're going to get. And this is Notter Bank at Tamales, and this is where we're staying. Let's go and have a look. Still got the counters. Little living area. Still got the safe. This thing really chucks out some heat when it wants to. And we've got turntable, which is Sergeant Pepper's, which I better take that off for a minute. The original safe. Counters. This is really cool. So left this in is fantastic. And then the walls are covered in a variety of different art and pieces and photography. Above, in a sort of mezzanine area right above, which I suspect was the bank manager's office, is the bedroom. Let's go and have a look. Not a bank was originally an actual bank. It was built in 1920 as the village bank, and actually it was a bank until at least the 1950s. And since then it's been taken over and developed, and it's featured in some films, and it's quite a little spectacle actually. Isn't that cool? I mean, that is so cool.
Shadows creep, whispers of the city's secrets they keep. Underneath the street lamp steady burn. Life's a game of dice, waiting your turn. City lights shine, but they never show the truths we hide, the things we don't know. Concrete jungle beats in the air. Dreams take flight, but beware, beware.
Oysters, mussels, clam chowder. This is what this place is known for. And there are plenty of places that we've found that offer it. So in this poor weather, finding a bit of shelter is probably a good idea. In 1963, Universal Studios released Alfred Hitchcock's next film, The Birds. And this took place in a coastal town where two lovebirds effectively try to join up, and they're attacked by enormous flock of birds of all kinds. And actually, believe it or not, it's based on a true story. And it was filmed actually in this place, which is Bodega Bay, which is just north of San Francisco. Not the best weather. The last 2 days have had a bit of a storm, but it's great to see. So we went out also to the old schoolhouse, which is actually 5 miles from Bodega Bay. In the film, there's a scene where it looks like the schoolhouse and the church are actually a matter of, a couple of hundred yards from where we're standing now. But actually, it was a very clever matte shot at the time. 5 miles, which we've been up to there this morning, is quite a way. Beautiful house, by the way. The house on the hill still is as grand as it was in the film all those years ago, and it was really nice to have a walk around. The church stands directly behind the Potter Schoolhouse and was originally built in 1860 by shipbuilders. The house that's used in the film was one of the only things that was built specifically for the production. What they did is they rented a field from a farmer up closer to the town of Bodega than Bodega Bay here. And they built it there and all of the shots. And there's no sign of it now. The field is completely empty. Some other shots were filmed at Universal Studios. So Bex is insisting that we head out to the headland for a good afternoon walk or lunchtime walk before we find the elusive clam chowder. Well, I have to say this headland is way bigger than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was relatively flat.
No, I knew it wasn't.
Even if you look on like 3D Google, I didn't think it was as lumpy. So a few extra movies that were shot around here. I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997 used Bodega Bay quite extensively for most of external shots. The 1980 version of The Fog, made by John Carpenter, also used the area. Get out, they said. Get some fresh air, they said. Get rained on. We've actually had fantastic weather for the last week, and it's only yesterday and today that is a bit like this. Yesterday was torrential. We tried to go out to the Port Reyes lighthouse. Point Reyes, I'm corrected. But we got right up to the top, and it was absolutely belting it down, and we figured the last section seems to be a steep wooden walkway.
No,
isn't it?
No, it's
okay.
not, I think.
And we thought, no, this is as far as we're going.
Oh, I don't know, it might be wooden, I can't remember. Anyway.
Some of it is, I seem to remember seeing pictures of it being like a walkway, white timber walkway, but maybe that's not very big. But anyway, today it's much nicer. It is raining. It's more sort of, mostly at the moment it's just light. So you can't ignore views like this. Check this out. So we set out on this 2.7 kilometre trail over the headland. It's about 55 metres elevation, and it reckons it takes about an hour. I'm not sure if anybody can hear that, but this little island outcrop is full of seals. And they're moaning away in their usual way. But there are a lot on there. Oh my God, this is amazing. Still moaning. Shut up over there. For those that want to know, this is Bodega Head. It's a very large peninsula that kind of sort of cloaks Bodega Bay and the harbour there. It's approximately 4 miles long by about 1 mile across. The coast around it is pretty rugged, and I certainly wouldn't like to bring a boat up near this. Ignore this woman, she's been following me everywhere. This is about 40 miles north of San Francisco, so really easy to do it in a day. And I suspect a lot of San Franciscans come up here a lot. I don't like the look of this, David.
Of this what?
I don't like the look of this, David. Stick to the
Stick
roads,
to the roads,
lad.
lad.
Stick to the roads.
Well, that's actually okay because we are on the roads, so...
Oh, yes. Whew. Well, if Mike's watching, PT Mike, there's 5,000 steps in this, and we haven't finished yet, so we are working on it. We actually managed 9,000, or just a little over 9,000 steps that afternoon. Well, we made it back to the car, and the weather's cleared up no end, and it's looking better every minute. And we managed to get a really good clam chowder on the drive back. Have a look at this. This is our last day in this area. We booked out of our Tamales Nottabank and came down here for a coffee before we headed off to Petaluma. See you next episode.